Here are the headlines moving markets today. 48North Cannabis Corp has released financial and operating results for the 3 and 9 months ending on March 31st. Q3 highlights include a net loss of $1.47 million, revenue of $689,000, an EBITDA of $78,000 representing a 570% increase from Q2 to Q3, and cash on hand of $17.9 million. Canopy Growth Corporation has announced the appointment of Mike Lee to its executive leadership team in the acting role of Chief Financial Officer effective June 1st. Mike's permanent role as CFO will commence upon receiving Health Canada security clearance required for all officers and directors of the company. Mike has worked at companies such as E&J Gallo Winery, PepsiCo, and recently Constellation Brands, where he served as Senior Vice President and CFO for their $3 billion wine and spirits division. Most recently, Mike has served in the role of Executive Vice President, Finance at Canopy Growth Corporation. AgraFlora Organics International Inc. has appointed Mr. Brandon Boddy as the Chairman and CEO of the company. Mr. Boddy has been mandated with accelerating the company's licensed domestic cannabis production activities, as well as actively championing various corporate initiatives. As a co-founder of Australis Cannabis Group, Mr. Boddy was instrumental in raising over $300 million in capital, as well as spearheading an array of corporate development and M&A initiatives. Mr. Derek Ivany is stepping down as President, CEO, and a Director of AgraFlora. Aphria Inc. announced that its German subsidiary, Aphria Deutschland GmbH, has been awarded a 5th lot for the cultivation of medical cannabis in Germany. With this decision, Aphria Germany won the maximum output from the German tender process, a total of 5 lots, and stands as the only licensed producer in Germany with the permission to grow all 3 strains of medical cannabis approved by the BFARM. Aurora Cannabis and UFC, the world's premier mixed martial arts organization, have announced an exclusive multi-year, multi-million-dollar global partnership. The deal is expected to advance further clinical research on the relationship between 100% hemp-derived CBD products and athlete wellness and recovery, with a view to accelerating CBD product development and education. Wayland Group Corp announced that its joint venture, Demakin GmbH, has also been awarded 3 lots of domestic cannabis production in Germany by the Federal Institute for Drugs and Medical Devices. Australis Capital Inc. has entered into an asset purchase agreement with Green Therapeutics and affiliated companies to acquire its Tsunami Provisions and GT Flowers cannabis brands. The acquisition also includes certain operating assets, intellectual property, and the right to assume, complete, and expand the construction of a 55,000 square foot cultivation and production facility in North Las Vegas, Nevada. Body & Mind Inc. has closed its previously announced private placement offering with M Partners Inc. as lead agent, together with a syndicate of agents, including PI Financial Corp, for over 11 million units of the company at a price of $1.25 Canadian per unit for gross proceeds of just over $14 million. Cantab Therapeutics Limited has received a cultivation license for industrial hemp from Health Canada pursuant to the Cannabis Act. Cantab intends to utilize the hemp license to secure a substantial amount of hemp biomass that it will grow and cultivate for the extraction of CBD and to conduct research on high CBD hemp varieties. Canopy Rivers has announced that its portfolio company, AgraFlora Corp, has received its outdoor cultivation license from Health Canada. AgraFlora will be growing its first outdoor crop this summer at its Creemore, Ontario location using award-winning genetics. TRUL Holdings announced that Specialty Marijuana Products Inc., of which TRUL Holdings is a 9.8% equity stakeholder, has received a cultivation license on an additional site in Souk, BC. Curaleaf Holdings Inc. will report its financial and operational results for the first quarter ending on March 31st, 2019 after market close on May 30th. Management will host a conference call and audio webcast that evening at 6:00 p.m. Eastern to answer questions about the company's operational and financial highlights. Trulieve Cannabis Corp will release its first quarter 2019 financial results on Wednesday, May 29th before market open. Management will host a conference call that day at 10 a.m. Eastern Time to review the financial results. And Emerald Health Therapeutics will report its financial results for the first quarter ending on March 31st, 2019, after the market close on Thursday, May 30th. Hemco Food and Fiber Inc. has appointed John Ross, previously Chief Financial Officer of the company, as Interim Chief Executive Officer effective immediately, replacing Diane Jang. MediPharm Labs Corp. has announced its addition to the MJ ETFMG Alternative Harvest ETF, with approximately $1.22 billion US in assets currently under management. Organigram Holdings has announced a $15 million investment commitment in a high-speed, high-capacity, fully automated production line with ability to produce an estimated 4 million kilograms of chocolate cannabis edibles per year. And that's your news for today.